Good morning, students. Uh, this is the uh, penultimate class of loss of stock and of insurance claim, and I have already solved few years sums. Today will be the final class of insurance claims loss of stock. I have already explained. I will go forward and solve few sums, including the basic uh, introduction of loss of profit of insurance claim. Then I'll move on to consignment accounting, which will be my next chapter. So today I'll be solving 2017 year's sum. The sum has already been provided through PDF, and the sum number is 9, and I'll go through the sum and I'll try to explain the sum, and next I will solve the sum. So this is how my procedure works. So on 1st of January 2018, there was a fire in the godown of MS ABC and Company, which can be considered Messrs ABC and Company, destroying a part of stock. Certain portion has been destroyed due to the fire occurred in the godown on 1st of January 2018. The entity furnished the following information: stock on 1/4/2016 56,000, that is the opening stock of a trading account. Purchase during the year 16-17, that is the total purchase during the year. Sales during the year 16-17, that is the total sales during the year. That all should be come under trading account for the year ended 31st of March 2017, because the stock has been given the closing stock on 31st of March 2017. Purchases from 1/4 to 1/1, that is the memorandum trading account, because before fire that amount has been purchased, has been recorded in the books, and also the sales from 1/4/17 to 18 has also been provided. Stock on 31st of March 2017 includes abnormal items. 31st of March means in the closing stock there has been the abnormal items costing 15,000, which was written down by 6,000. Means basically 15,000 is the original cost, has been written down by 6,000, means 15,000 minus 6,000 is basically 9,000, is the value of abnormal stock, which has to be deducted from the closing stock of trading account. 2/3 of the abnormal item was sold on 30th June 2017. 2/3 of the item has been sold on 30th June 2017, means it will come under memorandum trading account. 2/3 of 15,000, whatever the amount it is there, at a loss of 5,000, means 2/3 of 15,000 minus 5,000. 2/3 of 15,000 means the 10,000 minus 5,000, that is 5,000 should be deducted from the sales, which is the abnormal item also. Why? See, 2/3 of the abnormal item was sold on 30th June 17. 30th June 17 falls under the period of memorandum trading account. 2/3 has been sold, means 15,000 2/3 is 10,000, at a loss of 5,000, means 10,000 minus 5,000, it is coming basically 5,000, which has to be deducted from the memorandum trading account sales value. This amount is included in sales during the relevant period. That amount has been included in the sales in the relevant period. Balance of the abnormal item was valued at cost. The balance has to be valued at cost, means 1/3 has to be valued at cost. Value of goods salvage is 7,000 and policy value is 15,000, means you have to see whether there has been any average clause applicable or not. If yes, then you have to compute that also. So we'll start with the trading account. This is sum number 9, David trading account for the year ended 31st March 2017. Okay. Okay. So opening stock has been 56,000 to opening stock 56,000. Purchases is 3,80,000 to purchases, which is 3,80,000. Cost of abnormal goods less cost of abnormal items, which has been there. The original cost has to be deducted from the purchase. I have already mentioned that 3,65,000. Sales has been given 5 lakh. Sales is 5 lakh. Closing stock has been valued at 30,000. And abnormal item which has been written off 6,000 means basically what will be the stock value? Value of abnormal item, how much? 15,000 minus 6,000, basically 9,000 is to be deducted, so 21,000 is the value of abnormal item, right? So you can get the gross profit as the balancing figure. To gross profit it's 5,21,000 is the total. If you deduct 5,21,000 with 3,65,000 and 56 is coming exactly 4,21,000 and 1 lakh is your balance. That is your gross profit balance. Now again you need to calculate rate of GP. Rate of GP is equal to GP by sales into 100. It's 1 lakh by 5 lakh into 100. It is 20%. 1/5 means 20%. Right? Now you move forward to do the memorandum trading account. Memorandum trading account for the period, how much? 1/4/17 to 1/1/18. So if you see that, you get to know the closing stock is your opening stock. To opening stock, which is 21,000, right? Purchase has been given in the sum during the year, which is during this period, actually 1417 to 1118 is 2 lakh. To purchases, which is 2 lakh, right? Sales has been given again 2 lakh by sales has been given 2 lakh. I put that in the inner column. Why? Because in the sum it has been said that 2/3 of the abnormal item was sold on 30/6/2017 at a loss of 5,000. Means 2/3 of the abnormal item original cost is 15,000. That 15,000 2/3 has been sold at a loss of 5,000. So basically that 15,000 2/3 means less value of abnormal item. It's basically, if you do like that, 15,000 into 2/3 minus the loss amount has been given, which is 5,000, right? So 15,000 into 2/3 is basically 10,000 minus 5,000. So it is 5,000. It is 1,95,000, right? Which is the sales, right? 2/3 has been sold at a loss of 5,000. So 2/3 of 15,000 is basically 10,000, which has been sold at a loss of 5,000, means 10,000 minus 5,000, which is 1,95,000, right? So if you calculate the rate of GP, so 2GP will be sales into 20%. Sales is 1,95,000 into 20%. Okay. So sales into 20% is 39,000 is your GP. So you can calculate the closing stock as a balancing figure. So it is 2,60,000 the total, and 1,95,000 means 65,000 is your closing stock balance. By closing stock, that the balancing figure will be 65,000, and that balance figure will be basically the value of stock on the date of fire when we calculate that. Okay. So this is the part we need to do. Now I should rub the above portion, otherwise I cannot solve the above portion. I am rubbing it out. So when we calculate statement showing the loss of stock by fire, right? You need to calculate that. Statement showing the loss of stock by fire. How? One particulars column and one amount column. You know that. So that is the value of stock on the date of fire is given, which is 65,000, right? There has been an abnormal value, means 2/3 has been sold, means remaining portion 1/3 is to be the original value, which has to be added back, right? Original value has been added back just like the previous sum. Value of damaged goods, or stock, you can write stock, on the date of fire obviously it will be 1/3, sorry, 2/3 has been sold, 1/3 remains, so it will be 5,000. You add it up, which is 70,000. See, there are any salvage value is there or not? Yes, this is basically the actual loss of stock by fire. 70,000 is your actual loss of stock by fire. When you calculate the insurable average clause, that thing should be taken into account. Less value of stock salvaged has been provided in the sum, which is given as 7,000. So 63,000 is your gross claim because the policy value has been given in the sum. So 63,000 is your gross claim. Now, as there has been a policy value given, I am rubbing the lower portion. As there has been the policy value given, so we should follow that. How? See, here insurable value is basically actual or total, we can call as also the total loss of stock by fire, which is given as rupees 70,000. Policy value has been provided as rupees 50,000. So insurable value, or you can write in that manner. So policy value is lesser than insurable value, therefore it is under insurance and hence average clause is applicable. Right? I have already mentioned in my previous classes, if the policy value is lesser than the insurable value, then obviously it is an under insurance, and in that case, when it is an under insurance, you know that you should know that average clause will be applicable. So here the insurable value is 70,000 and the policy value is given as 50,000. So here there has been an under insurance, so average clause is applicable, and therefore the net claim will be, what is the formula? Gross claim into policy value by insurable value. Right? Gross claim into policy value by insurable value. Gross claim is given as rupees 63,000 into policy value is rupees 50,000, and insurable value, which is the total loss of stock on fire or actual loss of stock on fire, which is 70,000. If you calculate that, your net claim becomes 45,000. This will be your answer. It states, compute the insurance claim to be made by Messrs ABC and Company. So insurance claim, they can claim 45,000. After verifying everything, the insurance company will pay Messrs ABC and Company rupees 45,000, which is the net claim. And how I compute that? I compute with the help of the gross claim as well as the insurable value. Here there has been a stock which has been destroyed by fire, which is the closing stock of the memorandum trading account, and as 2/3 has been sold, the actual goods remains 1/3, which has to be added back. That is the damaged stock which has to be added back, which is 5,000. 15,000 into 1/3, which is 5,000, and that becomes the actual loss, or what we can say, the total loss of stock by fire. And there has been a certain salvage value. I deduct the salvage value and we get the gross claim. And here, when we consider the insurable value, we should not consider only the value of stock with this on the date of fire which you calculated in the memorandum account, but you have to add it with that the stock which has been left as damaged stock of original value, which is 5,000. So after adding that total stock, total loss of stock should be considered as the insurable value, which is rupees 70,000, and policy value is given in the sum, which is 50,000. And you know that if policy value is less than the insurable value, it is an under insurance, and here average clause will definitely be applicable. When there is under insurance, average clause will definitely be applicable. So net claim will be gross claim into policy value by insurable value. Gross claim is 63,000, policy value is 50,000, and insurable value is 70,000. If you calculate, the net claim becomes 45,000. So this is the sum, and by this I will end loss of stock of insurance claim. From my next class onwards, I will start loss of profit, and I will first introduce how to compute. There has been certain format. I will discuss that. Then I will proceed my classes. Thank you, class, for patient hearing, and try to learn it, try to attend it, try to have a good knowledge about it, because this chapter is very important to you also. So thank you. Have a nice day ahead.